So can we ask a little bit about Captain Fawcett and where the name came from?
Okay, well, Captain Fawcett is the name is a bit of a homage to all those explorers of yesteryear, that kind of slightly, a bit risky, kind of rhetorical, tongue-in-cheek. I say, chaps, good Lord, we're surrounded by about 7,000 people living. We've got loads of spears and all kinds of bollocks, and there's 5 of us, and we look like we might be a bit up against it. When you pass the last jelly baby, or that kind of thing.
Yeah.
And it's all, and it's one of our trademarks is keeping a stiff upper lip regardless.
I was going to say that, so, the British stiff upper lip.
Yeah. But it is really taking the piss, because what we've learned in recent years from our own experiences and experiences for friends and family members, that keeping a stiff upper lip regardless is really not the best thing to do. If you've got a problem, then share it, talk about it. Mental health issues really need to be addressed. So we also do something with Alliance Barber Collective. We do a Fawcett's Physician range of lip balms and things like this. So it's all very tongue-in-cheek, and it's not to be taken seriously. Yeah. But I think it is a homage to those ridiculous people who would go, up the old Amazon or the Zambezi, with one paddle, and a deck chair.
Yeah, just a teapot and a cup of tea in the hand to keep them going.
Yeah, teapot and a cup of tea, and about 100 people carrying everything behind you.
Yeah, exactly. That's wonderful.
And they suddenly discover and lay a flag on a place that people have been living in for thousands of years.
Yeah, exactly. You've won 1 or 2 awards, shall we say, in the time that you've been running there. I don't know if that tells us a few of them that you've got.
Well, we've won quite a lot of awards, really. Yeah, I mean, especially in our fragrances, we've won 2nd place in the world for the Maharaja, 2nd place in the UK for the Alessandro Manfredini. We've won quite a lot of business awards, because I'm not a businessman per se, but I wanted to get an understanding. I think it's very important with all the awards that Captain Fawcett has achieved, and I think I'm up for another one tomorrow, is to credit everybody, because this is a team effort. Yeah. It's not just down to me. I'm the kind of voice, I suppose, the front. It's like an actor. An actor, behind an actor's success is literally thousands of people, and it's very important to credit those people, because, as I said earlier in our chat, if you start to believe your own propaganda, you're on a hiding to nothing, and you will come down. Yeah. And one of the things I'm doing at the moment is I'm doing a 27-country tour on my motorcycle, visiting customers and distributors. And people just don't do things like that. Why am I doing this motorcycle trip? Why am I riding 10,000 miles? Well, because I can. And it generates huge social media, and nobody is doing anything quite like that. One of our new trademarks is nothing else comes close. And I don't wish to sound arrogant, but I don't think anything else comes close.
Is there anywhere we can follow you on your round the world adventure?
Yes, the link, and I'm doing this thing called Polar Steps, and you can actually, I'll get Bryony to send over the tag. You can actually drop in there. The bike's got a tracker on it, so you can see where I am literally in the world. I mean, what's happened now? I came back on Sunday. From the first part, which was all in Spain, and now I'm going to the States next week, not on the bike. Then I come back, and then I'm at Barber Connect, and then at the end of June we set off on the tour again. So I'll send you that link, so you could, if you'd be kind enough to post it up on your socials. Then the next tour is great. It's into Holland, then Denmark, and then Poland, and then Poland, Denmark, then Norway, Sweden, Finland, Estonia, Latvia, Lithuania, and back through Poland. That's the next one. That'll take a month. Then the one later in the year is all the way down. Romania, Bulgaria, Italy, the whole caboodle. And it's 28 countries in total.
Going back to your products, obviously you must use your own products. What would you say is your favourite?
Well, I have to say my favourite product, and the product that I use the most, and that is the signature product, was the moustache wax. I use the perfumes as well, of course, and I mean I don't buy other products. I use everything we've got. But my favourite go-to virtual everyday, when I'm working, as it were, use is moustache wax.
Thank you, Richie. You've hooked me. You've cast that line out there I've done a bit of fly fishing, and you've whipped me on the end of the line there, because the site is so engaging. It's it's fun, like you say. It's a little bit tongue in cheek, but it's respectable. I don't know. There seems to be a model background foundation to it. Does that make sense?
Yeah, I think even about our social media, it's not all about sell, sell, sell. I mean, it's just about interest. And if people get involved, it's like the museum here. People come and see the museum. They've never heard about Captain Fawcett. They come to the museum because it just sounds a bit quirky. It doesn't really matter. But they know about Captain Fawcett when they've left. So not everything has to be about the bottom line. You know, I'm not actually I'm not motivated by money. We all need. Obviously, we've got our bills to pay. We all need a certain amount of money to live on, but that's not my motivation. You know.
Now, before we get off there, I will say, when you style your tash, you kind of, I've never seen it like that before. You can say how at times I do this, but you kind of take a bit here, go for the dial head, but just have a slight edge of it.
What I do is I actually I can use this one. This wax hasn't been used for 15 years. This is my show wax. Let me just see if we can get any out. So it's still working, fantastic. So what I would do, I'd just find a line down the middle, right? I'm working blind here, and I'd literally just smooth it underneath and off the lip. That's the first thing I would actually do. And then I just literally, it's very difficult to do it in this, but then I just literally, so in fact, it's not just doing the ends, my length, as it were, is coming from here. It's coming from here. Do you see what I mean?
Yeah.
So I've only really done one side there. We've just done that very, very quickly.
What a way to show us that your products is bang on. You've just done that off the cuff, stuck it in, and within a few seconds, you've got a very, very well presented moustache.
With moustache
which one is that? Which particular one is that?
This just literally, this is the original thing I made 15 years ago.
If you're into the wax curling, give that a go.
I would recommend that people do both sides, otherwise you're going to look a bit odd.
Unless you stood at a wall, you stood on a corner like that. I hope you can come back again. We can talk about some of your adventures and things. But thank you for joining us. If you'd like to give everyone a wave, we'll see you later. Toodles.
Everyone. Thank you very much indeed, Carl. Thank you for this opportunity to be on Beard Banter. You've got a great number of listeners and followers on there. Keep it up. You're doing a great job. And thank you for your time. Rock and roll.